Today we are making a simple crochet heart. Especially now with the Christmas season starting, you can use them in many ways. It can be a tree decoration, you can attach it to a Christmas card, or you can decorate gift wrappings with hearts. I have a few different sizes and colors here. That one's white. This glittery one is tiny because the yarn is so thin, and also the crochet hook. And then this here one is larger because I have used 4 yarns at the same time. 2 of them actually are glittery and 2 are wool. This time I remember to take away the 2 loudly ticking clocks I have near this place where I'm making this video. Okay, we'll be starting from the bottom here. I'm making a small ring first and then starting to do the rest of it. I'm starting out by chaining 5. First just a loop and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I join the last one and the first one using a slip stitch and then tighten a little bit. And then I'm starting to make the point of the heart. Again 5, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll make what the British term is double trebles and the American term trebles. What means that you do 2 yarn overs for a treble into the ring I made. One, 2, 3, like that. And then I'll make 3 more of these with one chain in between. So each time pulling the yarn through 2 loops there, and then 2 more. Make this one a bit faster because they're exactly the same. Okay, now I've got 5. I'm showing this white one because it's slightly thicker wool. Then I continue doing the next row, and the first and the second one from both ends are these double trebles, but the middle ones are sort of 1.5 trebles. I'll show that in a minute. So again I chain 5 and turn, and then again 2 yarn overs and into the first space between the 2 double trebles, and again finishing it off like that. And then chain 1, and then the rest of them go so that every second one goes on top of the treble at the previous row, and every other second one goes in between them. So that will I'll have 9. I had already chained 1, and then I'll make this 1.5 kind of a treble. So pull the yarn through, and the first time I pulled it through 2 loops, but now I pull it through all the rest of them. The reason I'm doing that is so that the heart won't get too rounded like that, but it's more even at this point. So I continue with this. So 4 more of these 1.5 trebles. Through 3 loops. And again. So I made more, so now I have 7 on this row, and all the 5 in the middle are these 1.5 trebles, and then I'll make 2 long ones, and each time chain 1 in between. So that goes in there, and each time pull the yarn through 2 loops, and 1 more, because on the previous row this sort of represents 1 treble. So I pull the yarn through there, like that. So now I have the bottom bit done, and then I'll do the 2 top bits. You might want to mark the middle treble with a stitch marker. I have an open one here, just so that I remember where the space between the 2 top bits attaches. So here is where I have put the stitch marker. Then I chain 1 and turn, and I will attach the next double trebles to the middle one of this half, so it's the 3rd treble from the start, this here one. So again 2 yarn overs, and hook through there, and this first one again, so that it's not too long, I'll pull the yarn through all the 3 of them at one go, like this. And then I do 3 more, but they are proper double trebles with 1 chain in between, 2 yarn overs, hook through, and 2, 2 and 2, like that, and then 2 more, just the same. Again chain 1, there, and chain 1, and then the last one will again be just 1.5 treble. 2 yarn overs, and first pull through 2 and then pull through 3, just so that otherwise it won't, it's the wrong size, and chain 1, and then you attach it to where you have the stitch marker. It's too hard to get it through, so I'll take the stitch marker away now, but make sure I don't forget where it was. So I'll put the hook through there and just pull it straight through there and the stitch, so a slip stitch. So that's 1/2 of the top bit done, and then just the same again, starting with chaining 1 and a 1.5 treble there, and then 3 proper trebles, and now I made 3 just like on the other side, and then chain 1 and again 1.5 treble, chain 1 and join with a slip stitch to the previous row, and then 1 chain and cut the thread and pull through. So that's the heart finished. Quite quick, isn't it? You can use just any kind of yarn you have to make these little hearts. I'm actually going to make lots of them this year now for Christmas cards and going to use up quite a lot of my novelty yarns.